So hello everyone, welcome to EduTap, and guys, welcome to your other important session of Top PIB in News, in which we are discussing the important things that are there in PIB catering to our subject of economic and social issues. The topics are relevant both for your phase 1 as well as for your phase 2 examination. And talking about today's date, so we will be covering the topics from 22nd to 25th of May 2021. So guys, before proceeding with the session, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you could get all the latest updates that we are providing regarding any kind of change in courses when the exam will be coming or the things that we are offering. Then guys, to get the access of the PDF, kindly subscribe to the Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. Now, guys, we are joining you daily with our daily exam booster series. With general awareness, Ritika Rehal ma'am is there. For reports and indices, Devanshu sir is there. And for ESI current affairs, I am joining you daily on Wednesday and Saturday at 8 a.m. Now, very important topic, very important thing of the session are the revision masters. So guys, I am really glad to see that Mr. Rahul and Mr. Surya, they have really given the detail about the foreign trade policy of 2015 to 2020. I am really glad to see that they have revised the full-fledged detail of the policy. And now I want more of you to be participating in the things that I'm asking you as a homework. Now guys, talking about today's session. So today we will be covering the other important three topics. The first one is the national mission on the use of biomass in coal-based thermal power plants. Very important thing that has been announced by Ministry of Power. The second topic is regarding to MCA 21 version 3.2. Very important. Why this topic is important is because this thing is also important for our ESI static portion when we're talking about measurement of growth and GDP. For GDP calculation, MCA database is really important for us. So that is something has been there in news regarding MCA 21 that we will be discussing. Now the next news is about DIPCO-VAN, again thing that has been related to COVID, so that I will be also be discussing in the session. Now guys, the first important thing. So Ministry of Power now has decided that they will be setting up a mission which is by the name of National Mission on Use of Biomass in coal-based thermal power plants. Now the thing that we want to use is, instead of using coal, we want to move to renewable energy. That is, we want to use the biomass instead of coal. Now simply what does it simply signifies is that the aim, that the thing that why we want this initiative is so that we could reduce our carbon footprint, that is we could reduce the pollution. The other important reason that the ministry why the initiative has been taken is, ministry says that there has been a lot of pollution that has been caused due to stubble burning. So to use that agri waste there, this initiative has been launched. That is the aim of the initiative, that is to address the issue of air pollution that is caused by stubble burning and reduce the carbon footprints. Now guys, when I talk about this initiative, the initiative has some duration. So this mission has a duration of 5 years. The other important thing that has been shared by the minister is that this mission will be set up in the form of subgroups. Then for function and modalities, that is, the function has not been specified because the ministry specified that a full-fledged committee, that a steering committee, will be set up under the chairmanship of Secretary, Ministry of Power. The other thing that has been shared is that for an executive committee will also be set up, which will be set up under the member of thermal, which is under the Central Electricity Authority. Then for providing, who will be providing the logistics to this mission? So the logistics will be provided by NTPC, that is National Thermal Power Corporation. They will be providing the logistics to this initiative. Now when I talk about any kind of mission, guys, the most important thing is why we want this mission. What is the thing that we want to achieve from that mission? That is the objective of this mission. So when I talk about the objective of the mission basically will be simply, as the aim is specifying, we will be reducing the carbon footprints. For that, what the mission will be doing is, first of all, the very important thing is, that is the co-firing targets will be increased. Now one thing that will be coming in our mind is, what is this co-firing thing? So guys, simply co-firing means when two different kind of fuels are combusted together, it is simply known as co-firing. So when the level of co-firing, which is at present 5%, it will be increased to some higher level that has not been shared by the ministry. That will be shared later on by the ministry when proper functions and modalities will be cleared on. Then the other important thing is R&D activity. Yes, R&D activity on boiler design, because we want new kind of designs who will be using this biomass instead of coal. So for new design, R&D activity will be done there. Then guys, the other important thing is The supply chain constraint. So to overcome the supply chain constraint, the mission specifies that the transportation, that is where NTPC is coming. See, NTPC, what it is saying is they will be providing the logistics. That is overcoming the constraint on supply chain of biomass. The other important thing is the last objective is considering the regulatory issues also. For regulatory framework that will also be set up under this. That is also again the objective of this mission. Now, as I have decided, the functions will be set up, that is the functions and modalities, they will be set up later on. And for that, the steering committee headed by Secretary, Ministry of Power, and executive committees headed by the member of Central Electrical Authority, that is member of Thermal Department. He will be chairing that committee, who will be deciding the functions later on. But the other important thing is 5 subgroups have also been set up under this mission. When I talk about the subgroups, see, one thing simply that we have to remember is how you could remember these subgroups. I will be sharing the details with that also. That is some basic trick how you could remember. Let's first discuss about the subgroups. The first important is subgroup 1. That is research on properties. Research on properties, characteristics of biomass, what are the different kind of biomass, that is research will be done. The second important thing is after research what we'll be doing is technical specification and safety regarding any kind of biomass. Boiler designs, how we'll be setting up these boiler designs, what are the co-firing things for that technical specification, then we'll be considering that thing. The third important thing is resolving the issue. If any kind of issue comes in terms of technical specification, then we have to resolve the issue. That is the third subgroup will be working on that thing. Fourth subgroup will be basically working on testing things. That is testing of those agro-based biomass pellets as well as the solid waste management or the solid waste pellets which will be used for this mission, which will be used for biomass combustion. That will be tested by the subgroup 4. And subgroup 5 will be basically doing one thing, that is regulating the framework. For regulatory framework, subgroup 5 is there. Now when I talk about the trick, just form a simple basic story that I have to set up a thermal power plant with biomass thing. Now what I will be doing, first of all I need a proper research that how I could do this, how I need the proper research that what are the kind of biomass that I could use for my thermal power plant. That is research thing. Then after research, I will be doing the technical specification of my thermal plant, that how this biomass could be used, whether there is any kind of risk there, what are the technical changes that I have to make, technical specification. Now, if there is any kind of issue which is persisting to me, I have to resolve that issue first on, that is resolving the issue. Then, now everything has been done. Now one important thing is I am using some biomass. Now that has to be properly tested, that thing that could be used in my thermal power plant. For that purpose, the testing of agro-based will be done by subgroup 4. And now I have to make a proper framework for that thing. That is who will be doing the research work, who will be doing the technical work, who will be resolving if any technical issues is there, and who will be testing all that thing. For that, I need a proper guidelines, that is regulatory framework, that will be set up by the subgroup 5. I think with this story you could easily remember all the subgroups that are formed under this mission. So these are really important because any question could be formed on these subgroups also. Now guys, coming to the second important topic of the day, that is regarding to the Ministry of Corporates, that is MCA 21 database, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs 21 database, whose third versions first phase has been launched. That is first phase of third version of MCA 21 has been launched. Now very important thing for our examination or for us is, when I talk about this data is, see, when I talk about MCA 21, now the Minister of Corporate Affairs, he has specified that this version has been launched. He has launched the first phase. Now what is this MCA 21 version 3.0? That was in news that was started in the month of, in February 2021. This MCA 21 third version was launched. Now what is this thing all about when I talk about? First of all, it is the first mission mode e-governance project of Government of India. The other important thing is phase 2. So now phase 1 has been launched now. Phase 2 will be launched by October 2021. Very, very important for us. That is phase 2 as well as it is also the final phase that will be launched in October 2021. Then guys, when I talk about the key objectives or key framework, so key objective or key component is e-scrutiny. That is central scrutiny cell will be set up, which will be looking at all kind of scrutiny that are there under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Then e-adjudication. See, all the things are working on digital platform. E-adjudication, if there is any kind of things or if there is any kind of problem somebody is feeling, adjudicating of that thing, that is any kind of help if somebody wants, that will be done through e-adjudication. Then consultation, any regarding visual consultation regarding what are the new changes, what are the changes in framework, how we could help them. For that purpose, e-consultation will be there. Then guys, there is compliance management system. So CMS will, but what it will be doing is looking at all these things, whether any kind of if I talk about any kind of e-notice that has to be served, anything regarding that, that will be done by compliance management system. Now for controlling all these things, that is scrutinizing whether these things are working fine, for that purpose, Ministry of Corporate Affairs Lab, that is MCA lab, will be set up. Now let us discuss these things one by one. First of all, e-scrutiny, as I have discussed, central scrutiny cell will be set up, which will be scrutinizing the forms that have been filled by the corporates. What is the form that has been filled in the right way or not? Scrutinizing that thing, that is e-scrutiny. The second is adjudication. Yes, to manage the increase of volume, that is any kind of proceedings by registrar of companies or regional directors, that would be conducted under the adjudication platform. Then the consultation platform that has been used, that was the news that has been released by the MCA 21 version 3.0 in the first phase. So consultation, what we will be doing is virtual public consultation regarding if there is any kind of amendment is there, if any kind of new legislation has been formed. For that purpose, e-consultation, that is consulting with the ministry, consulting with all the thing about any issue, that will be done by the e-consultation thing. Then the other is compliance management system, as I have discussed with you, if to identify the non-compliant companies, providing technology solution to them, as well as issuing notices. All these things will be done by compliance management system. And for controlling all of them, we have set up the MCA lab, as I have discussed with you, that is evaluating the effectiveness of this system. So that is all about MCA 21, guys, and that is again very, very important for our examination. I am telling you, because when I talk about the GDP, the GDP calculation, now MCA 21 database is being used. That is again very, very important thing for our examination, because the ESI static question could also be formed based on this information. Then guys, coming about the last topic of the day, that is about DIPCO-VAN, which is by the name of DIPAS VDX COVID-19 IgG antibody microval ELISA for servo surveillance TIS. That is a toolkit that has been developed. Now when I talk about the toolkit that has been developed, so the toolkit is developed by the Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Science, that is DIPAS, under the DRDO. So earlier we have discussed about INMAS. Just a few lectures ahead, we have discussed about INMAS, who have formed the 2-DG, that is 2-deoxide D-glucose, that has been formed by INMAS. Now the DIPAS has formed this antibody kit, or the antibody kit which you can test along with Vanguard Diagnostics Private Limited. So INMAS has collaborated with Dr. Reddy's laboratory to form this 2-deoxide, that is anti-COVID drug. Now for antibodies test, this toolkit has been developed. What this toolkit, guys, basically will be doing is they will be sending you the qualitative detection of how many antibodies you have. Okay, they will also be looking at the spike, as well as about the, they will be detecting the spike as well as the nucleoplasm of the COVID, that will also be detected by this antibody. So which means how many antibodies have been formed, that will be, you can easily test at your home by using this toolkit. Now guys, let's have the practice MCQs. Let's discuss what we have learned from today's session. The first thing, the topic about the national mission on the national mission on use of biomass. The first thing is now the duration. So duration, we know it is 5 years. Yes. The other important thing is objectives. So we know all are the objectives. R&D activity will be done also, considering the regulatory framework, and to increase the co-firing, that is co-firing level from present 5% to higher level. That has not been shared. That will be shared later on. But at present it is here, the higher level targets will be set up. So which means all of these are the objectives of the mission. Then the third important thing, now this is something, a new kind of question that we have seen in the examination. Match the following. So there simply you have to tell me whether the subgroup has been matched with the work assigned. Group 1 technical specification, no. Group 2 is regulatory framework and economics, that is no, that is under group 5. So technical specification we know will be done under group 2. Okay, then resolving the issue of supply chain, yes, that is being done by the group 3. So which means only statement 3 is correct, rest all the statements are incorrectly matched. Okay, only statement third is matched correctly. Then guys, about MC21 database, you have to tell me which statement is incorrect. So a central scrutiny cell will be set up, that is under e-scrutiny initiative. So that we know is right. Then CMS, that is corporate management cell, it will be set up, that is identifying non-compliances, issuing notices. Guys, this is something that you have to feel something. Now here, because lengthy statements were asked in the question in the RBI examination that has just taken place recently, for that the shortcut that I am telling you is just look at the keywords. Identifying non-compliant, we know e-notice will be there and alerts will be there. That is a keyword which means this statement is correct. Now final phase, it will not be launched in January 2022. It will be launched in October 2021, which means option 3 is wrong here. So the third statement is incorrect here. Okay. Then coming to the last question. So DIPCO ban, we know it has been launched by, or it has been formed by DIPAS. So this is something that we know. So in mass we have discussed, that is 2-deoxide D-glucose that has been formed by INMAS. So guys, coming to the homework, National Clean Air Program, very very important when I talk about the National Mission on Biomass, National Mission on Use of Biomass. There the minister have also discussed about National Clean Air Program, which is again very much important for our examination. So tell me something about, let's discuss about National Clean Air Program in the comment box. Who is implementing, what is the target, what is the objective, or if there is any specific target that you have to tell me as a homework for this National Clean Air Program. Then guys, very important quote I have brought up for you. See, be regular and orderly so that in life you may be violent and original in your work, which simply means if you are properly regularly watching our series as well as doing the revision work that I am telling to you, whenever the final examination you will be approaching, you will be violent there, because you know you have prepared hardly and you will be knowing each and everything in your examination. Then guys, so that brings us to the end of the session. If you have any kind of query, you could drop us an email. Our email ID is hello@edutab.co.in. You could even place us a call. Our mobile number is 81462 07241. And guys, do share the lecture with your friends if you are liking the session. And for any kind of suggestion, you could drop us an email also. So I'm hoping that all of you are staying safe in the home and wishing you a healthy life. Bye bye guys.